Hi, my name is Todd McLaughlin, and I'm here at Native Yoga Center in Juno Beach, Florida. Thanks so much for tuning in today for our Grow Your Yoga. It happens every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Today, Yin and Yin yoga practice, 20 minutes for beginners. So, Yin and Yin yoga practice, 20 minutes for beginners. That was a little annoying. Sorry about that. My computer started to feed that back to me. All right, so vinyasa, breath movement coordination. Yin yoga, long holds of easy poses where we're grounded, seated, or laying down so that we can help to release and open up connective tissue and muscle tension. Vinyasa, breath movement coordination. We're going to generate some heat. Yin yoga, we're going to cool down and do deep stretch for the body. I'm tailoring this for beginners in mind, but really this is for all levels. And also, basically, let's get started. All right, so go ahead and unroll your yoga mat. And let's begin with the vinyasa portion of the practice, of which we'll spend about 10 minutes warming up. So I'd like for you to join your feet together at the top of your mat. And we're going to work through what's called a sun salutation A, Surya Namaskara A. Begin by inhale and raise your arms above your head. Join the palms, look up. Exhale, breathe, fold forward and bring your hands to the floor. Drop your head down. Inhale, breathe, lift your head, look forward. Exhale, breathe, come down onto your hands and knees. We're going to use cow and cat pose. Inhale to the cow pose, lift your chin and tailbone while your belly drops down. Exhale to the cat pose, draw your belly in, tuck your chin and round your spine. Next up, come into downward facing dog. If down dog is challenging for you on your wrist or forearms or shoulders, then I want you to hold in cat pose and maintain rounding in your spine. If you enjoy down dog, lift your hips and press your heels down toward the ground. And give a good strong press through your fingers. Separate your fingers and breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale through your nose and exhale through the nose. Good. Again, a nice deep breath in and exhale all the air out. Take one more inhale breath, full lungs. Exhale, release all the air. Now come down onto your hands and knees. Bring your right leg forward into a lunge position and bend into your right knee. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a vinyasa practice where I want you to try to exhale and rock your weight back and bring your forehead down towards your knee. And inhale, lift your head, put the foot down and put the pressure forward into your hip stretch. Okay, let's coordinate. That was one time. Exhale, straighten your leg, drop your head down towards your knee. Inhale, raise your head up, place the foot flat and lunge into the bend of your knee. One more time. Exhale, drop your head down towards your leg while you put the weight on your left knee. Inhale, go ahead and put the right foot flat and stretch into your hips and knee. Good. From here, we're going to transition. Place your hands to the floor. Step your right leg back. Step your left leg forward. Come down onto your right knee. Good. Bring your right foot far enough forward that you can take an inhale breath and stretch deep into your left hip. Good. And then rock the weight back onto your right knee. Straighten your left leg as best you can and bring your head down towards your knee. Inhale, breathe, bring your left foot flat, lunge forward into the bend of your left knee. Exhale, rock the weight back onto your right knee and bring your head down towards your leg. That was two. Let's go again. Inhale, bring the foot flat, lunge forward into the bend of your left knee. And exhale, stretch or bring the weight back onto your right knee and head down toward the left leg. Good. All right, from here we'll transition. Take your left leg back into a high plank pose position. Lower your body down into a low push-up position or simply lay on your belly. Inhale, breathe, lift your chin and chest into an upward facing dog. And exhale, breathe, come into a downward facing dog. And an alternative for this is to use the cow pose on your inhale for up dog and the cat pose for your exhale and down dog. Good. From here, step your right foot forward. Come up into warrior one pose. Ground your back heel down, back leg straight. Raise your arms above your head in warrior one. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale all of the air, bend into your right knee. Now we're going to work into Warrior B. Inhale, drop the right arm down and forward, left arm down and back. Open your chest and pelvis to the side. Turn your chin over your right shoulder. Look down the line of your right arm. Take a big breath in through your nose and exhale, bend into your right knee. Now we'll move into extended side angle. Go ahead and bring your right elbow on your right thigh. Take your left arm above your head and open up your left side body. Align your left shoulder above your right shoulder and shift your gaze to look in the direction of your left hand. Bend a little deeper into your right knee. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. And now bring your hands onto the floor, raise your back heel and touch your left knee down. Keep your left hand on the floor, take your right arm up and create a twisting pose where you reach up through your right arm. Good. Maintain holding. If you like to straighten out your back leg, you can curl your toes under. Take a big breath in, reach up tall. Exhale, hold. Good. Now bring your right hand to the floor, come down on your left knee, take your right leg back. Let's go into the cow pose. Inhale, lift your chin and tailbone. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your chin towards your throat, round your spine. And let's do the other side. Take your left foot forward. We're going to come all the way up into the warrior one position. So you raise your arms above. Good. Bend into your left knee. Keep your back leg nice and strong. Square your chest towards your left foot. Come down just a little lower. Take a full breath in. Breath out. Good. And on your inhale, work into Warrior B on the left side. Left arm forward and down. Right arm down and back. Turn your chin over your left shoulder. Look at your left hand. Back leg is strong. Bend into your left knee. Square your chest and hips toward the side. Good. Another full breath in. Breath out. Good. And now land your left elbow on your thigh. Take your right arm above your head. If there's a deeper variation that you enjoy, you're more than welcome. But here I want to start off with a relatively simple beginner option. Keep your back leg strong. Bend into your left knee. Look towards your right hand. Take a breath in. A breath out. Good. And now bring your both hands down, bring your right knee on the ground, plant your right palm flat on the floor, lean the weight into your right arm and take your left arm and reach up and turn your chin and look in the direction of your left hand. Continue holding. Take full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Another time. Inhale, breathe. And exhale. Bring your both hands down. Good. Step your left leg back. Practice come down onto your hands and knees. Let's try the up and the down dog. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Touch your pelvis, touch your belly, touch your chest, touch your chin. Inhale, breathe, lift your chin and chest. Squeeze your back first in cobra, and then press and come into your upward facing dog. Good. Touch your knees down, transition, curl your toes under, and then raise your hips and press your heels down toward the ground. Excellent. And this concludes our vinyasa portion. And now we're going to work in toward our yin yoga practice. So now come down onto your hands and knees and first move into child's pose. So here what we're going to do is now take poses. We'll utilize posture that gives us a chance to hold the pose for a little bit longer period of time. And what I first want you to investigate is how much are you able to bend your knees. And one way that you can monitor this is come down onto your elbows and you can keep your hips above your knees and then slowly bend into your knees and you can start to walk your elbows back towards your knees so you can test the water to see, can my knees handle coming into full flexion? If so, bring your hips down towards your heels and relax your forehead down onto the floor. Good. And now, either eyes open or closed, remain in your variation of child's pose. I just want to point out a couple of options. If you're on your knees and your knees are not comfortable in terms of the pressure of your knees on the floor, take a blanket or some sort of cushion prop that's relatively firm and flat and place your knees onto the blanket. This is a simple fix to help, reduce a little bit of that pressure that you might feel at the front of your knees on the floor. While you're in the child's pose, practice breathe in and out of your nose, nice and steady. So when you inhale, breathe in through the nose and feel your back expand. And as you exhale, just let your body rest down onto your thighs. Good. Let's try that again. Breathe, inhale, fill your lungs, expand through the back, and exhale, allow your body to rest down onto your thighs. Bring your awareness and attention to breathing through the nose. Feel the sensation of the air moving in through the nose. And as you exhale, the sensation of the air moving out of the nose. We can utilize in Yin practice these elements of meditation practice while we are holding the asana or the yoga pose. This one is called child's pose. The Sanskrit term is balasana. And here some of the benefits are you're stretching deep into your ankles, deep into the knee flexion with your body folded forward. This is a great way to relax and loosen up your lower back with your arms above your head. This is a great way to loosen up your shoulders and just continue holding. Now, if I'm holding you longer than you're able to handle, it is okay to come out of the pose. This is not designed to be so challenging that it feels torturous. The idea is that we want to do just enough so the body starts to loosen and open. And so with that being said, if at any point you need to move or shift, you can. Good. And remember, you can ask questions during this tutorial. At the end of the practice, I will answer any questions that you have. So just leave a question or comment in the box when you're done practicing, of course. All right. So from here, let's now do some external rotation for the hip. And I'm going to give you two options of ways to do this. Let me start you off. What we're heading toward is called like a pigeon preparation pose. There's a pose called one leg king pigeon pose. And here we're going to work with the classic variation where you bring your right knee on the ground and your right foot in front of your left knee. And I'll turn in a moment so you can see another angle. And the idea is to slowly stretch your left leg back. Now, sometimes this does put a lot of pressure onto the knee. And so here we're going to fold forward over the leg. Okay, now another option, in case you have a little bit of discomfort in your knee, the way I want you to approach this position is to lie down onto your back and to cross your right leg over your left leg. And then from here, weave your right arm through to grab a hold of your left knee and draw your right shin bone down towards your chest. And so this way we're stretching what's called external rotation with flexion in the right hip. And I did notice your question, Michael, I saw you chimed in early. Thank you so much. Your question was, or is, can yoga help with Piriformis syndrome or issues with the piriformis? And the answer is yes, because the piriformis is one of the deep six lateral rotator muscles in the hip. And so when we go into this position, if the piriformis muscle is really locked up and or tight, then working in this external rotation position is a great way to release and to stretch piriformis. Now, remember, you're either here lying on your back or in that initial position that we took with the right leg folded at the 45-degree angle. And we're just taking a nice long hold. Really, we're holding today, since I have 10 minutes of Yin practice with you, we'll hold for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Great. So with that being said, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. If you determine to stay on your back, all you're going to do is lower your left leg down, take your right foot on the floor, take your left leg, cross it over the right, use your left hand on your knee to press the knee away from you. And if you're able to lift your right foot and weave your left arm through, you can grab a hold of your right knee and draw the shin bone down toward the chest. Remain here. Those of you that practice the pigeon in the prone position on the other side, let's do this side with the left leg forward on your mat. So your knee is on the ground, your left knee is on the floor with your left foot just in front of your right knee. And you slide your right leg back to the point that you're able to rest your weight full down against your left hip and knee. And that's where, if you go to do this and you notice some knee pain, go ahead and practice the pose the way that I just showed you in the supine position on your back. All right, very good. Now, the other element in Yin is that we want to feel gravity, ideally, doing the work for us. And we take the opportunity to move out of the way. Allow for the gravitational pressure to apply the stretching motion into your left hip. And yes, if you have some piriformis syndrome issue or piriformis discomfort, this posture does a great job of elongating these muscles on the base and posterior edge of your hip. So we're going to continue holding. And by holding for a length of time like this, we're applying pressure and giving an opportunity for the muscle, but also the fascia, the connective tissue, it's all connected, to have a chance to start to release and disengage, to relax. So we want to practice deep breathing. Breathe through your nose. Inhale through your nose and exhale out of your nose. This technique, if you apply a little squeeze in the back of the throat, is called ujjayi breathing, breathing with sound. Release into your hip, allow some pressure on the thigh. Good, and let go of any tension. Good, through the breath, maintain the breath rhythm. Inhale and exhale. Very good. All right, so now we're going to take another yin pose that we can, again, we're going to do a little bit more hip stretching. So I want you to release this position and go ahead and recline onto your back. Here we're going to utilize what's called a reclining bound angle. Sometimes people call it butterfly position. So what I want you to do, and here I have 2 blocks so I can give a demonstration of how you might need to utilize some blocks. But what I want you to do is lie down onto your back and bring your knees bent and land your feet down onto the floor. And what we're going to attempt to do here is relax the hips and allow for the knees to open to either side, to right and left, and basically put a strong stretch into the adductors of your inner thighs. Relax your arms beside you with your palms face up. And if in the process of letting go and letting gravity do the work, and you try just relax in the hip and let the pressure, the weight of the legs apply the stretching into the hips, if it feels like it's too much, let me give you 2 options. One option, make fists with your hands, lift your legs and wedge your hands under the sides of your hips and allow your legs to rest down on your fists or on your hands. Another option, take 2 bolsters or 2 blocks that are the same height as each other and just wedge them under the sides of your hips and allow the weight of the legs to rest against the block or the prop that you choose. And in doing so, this will make it a little bit more approachable in terms of the amount of pressure that you feel going down into your hips. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Breathe through the nose. You can practice with your eyes open or your eyes closed. As you relax here, let the weight of the thighs, the femur bones, let the weight of the thighs, the knees, and the lower limbs apply the pressure into your hips. And in the process of letting go, just release into the hips and just let all these muscles relax. Very good. Do the best you can, maintain holding, try not to give up unless it is really intense for you. If you don't need a prop, you can allow your legs to just drop down as real heavy as much as they're able and just hold for just a little bit longer. Again, take your attention, if your eyes are closed, into the area of the body where you feel the tension and practice breathing. Try as you inhale through your nose, bring the breath down deep into the body. And as you exhale, allow the air to leave and just to hold or maintain your attention on the breath, but allow your body to be as passive as possible. Very good. Bring your knees back up and together. Roll over onto your side body and press down so you can come up into a cross-leg position. And now we're going to utilize one more pose here in our yin practice for today. I want you to try to take easy style cross legs. So you just cross your legs where one foot is in front of the other. And if you need a prop to sit on, if it's very difficult or if it's challenging for you to sit, I want you to take a block or 2 even and slide underneath your hips. So the idea is to bring your hips to either the height of your knees or even just a little bit above the height of your knees to make it easy for you to be able to sit. Good. And now from here, what we'll do is I just want you to practice leaning forward. So you can land your hands on your knees. You might be able to put your hands onto the floor and just gently fold your body forward. You might be able to go all the way down to the point where your head touches down onto the yoga mat. But if that flexibility is not here yet, the idea is this: how we'll improve our mobility and flexibility by just allow your body to fall or fold forward. And just hold here. This is the Sanskrit name of this pose is Sukhasana, which means easy pose. And so ideally, let's try to make the balance in this posture as easy as you can, in the sense that try release any excessive pressure or holding that you might be doing with the muscles in your body. For example, try just release and relax into your lower back. You can just rest your elbows on your thighs. If you can just drop your head forward and feel that stretch across the back of your neck, allow for your body just to hang forward. If it's really challenging for you to sit on the floor like this, this can be done on a chair as well, so that your hips are at the same plane as your knees. And if it is challenging or uncomfortable for your knees, sitting in a chair might be a great way to go about this. Good. Maintain your breath and awareness. I suggest close your eyes unless you feel you need the eyes open, you can utilize, but just take a couple of deep breaths. Good. Observe how in the beginning of the practice we moved with breath coordination and we generated a little bit of heat in the body through the movement. And here in the Yin practice, we take a slightly more meditative approach in the sense that we are holding the pose longer, so it's easy for you to stabilize your concentration and awareness. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose, applying consistent yet reasonable pressure. Good. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your body back up. And we're going to come into our final resting position, which is the Shavasana, or reclining or corpse pose position. So what I want you to do is go ahead and lie down onto your back, extend your legs out, relax your arms beside you, find a comfortable position for your head and neck. Let your palms face up as you drop your arms down. And just hold, go ahead and close your eyes and let your whole body relax here in the position. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out of your nose. And now just let go of breathing with control, let go of the pranayama practice, the breath control practice, and just let your natural breathing take over. Very good. Now the beauty of practicing at home and or to these videos is that you can take as long as you like in this pose. While you're relaxing in Shavasana, let me check to see if any of you left a comment or question. So those of you that are watching live, I can interact with you and answer any questions that you have. All right. You can also just continue to stay in Shavasana and just chill and relax. Enjoy some downtime. It's really important to take time every day just to relax and make sure you, give yourself a little bit of space. Thank you, Michael, for your comment. Looking forward to the session. Thank you so much. I look forward to these sessions as well. And you asked, has yoga helped with Pririformis syndrome? And so, yeah, I did get a chance to address this during the practice, and the answer is yes. And I would like for you to utilize the pigeon and or the thread the needle pose, where we lay it on our backs and we drew the legs toward the body. So that's going to be a really good one for stretching these muscles here on the lateral hip. And T, how you doing? What do I do if pigeon hurts my knee? Excellent. So actually thank you for asking. I did give a chance to explain this a little bit, but I do want to show that again and also add another tidbit of information. So when we were practicing the pigeon, sometimes what we'll hear from students is that this sort of rotational pressure on the knee, if there's like some meniscus issue, you're either on the medial or the lateral edge of the knee, this pressure can be a little bit challenging. So one thing that can be done is we can take props such as blocks and we can wedge them underneath the hip that's in the air. So in this case, when the right leg is forward, I can take a block and I can put it right under my right hip so that I can bear a little bit more of the pressure down against the hip in the block and still maintain some semblance of this position. So this is one thing we can do. And then the other element that I recommend, which I did show during the practice, is the external rotation of the hip. So where we have the leg and we do the thread the needle. Now, what can happen is that when we go to bring the leg into the body, sometimes this action here, because there's a little bit of a gap between the calf and the hamstring. So generally, when we're working external rotation, if we can seal the calf pressure against the hamstring and then make the external rotation motion, there's less rotational movement in the knee joint. And the knee does have the ability to do a little bit of medial and lateral rotation. However, it's minimal. the main movement that the knee performs is flexion and extension. So with that being said, in that thread the needle pose, when there's a gap here, sometimes that puts excessive pressure in the rotational motion of the knee. So if you dorsiflex your ankle, and dorsiflexion is where you take your foot and you turn your toes back towards your shin. This can engage the ligaments and tendons on the sides of the knee, and it can bring a little bit of stability into the knee joint when we make this external rotation motion at the hip. So when you lay on your back, if it still bothers your knee, when you go to bring the leg into the body, what I recommend is do that little dorsiflex action in the ankle. And as you draw down, you might notice that that alleviates the pressure in your knee. So great question. I'm so happy that you asked that. Thank you very much. And again, every Thursday, the Grow Your Yoga series that I do here, I'm here for you. So if you have questions, please ask. And thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, cool. I think I have another comment. Todd, that was incredible. Do you have 1 hour classes? If so, how can I attend? Thank you for asking. Yes, the majority of all of our classes here at Native Yoga Center are 1 hour, and we live stream all of our classes from this camera right here. So we teach all of our classes up here at the front of the room, and everybody in the room around, they're not in the camera view, but you're going to see us teaching. And so you are able to join in to our classes via our live stream. So you go to our website, you click schedule classes, you sign up for the live stream, and I send you an email to the Zoom link, and that way you are able to join in live. And people really like this. The feedback that I receive from this is that they really enjoy the live because it holds you accountable. Because, and then what we do while we're teaching, and when we see that you've signed up for the live stream, I'll use your name throughout the class to kind of help you stay involved in the process. But then also, we record all of our classes and upload them onto our nativeyogaonline.com site. So if you go to our main website, nativeyogacenter.com, you'll see a link that says online classes and courses. Click on that, and that'll take you to this huge library of classes. We've been recording classes since 2020, and so we have well over 500 classes there. And we also have one program that's called Community Class Today. It's just $15 a month. You can try it. First month free is the code. And that way you can try it out. And we upload a new class every single day, and they're all 1 hour long. And so that way you're able to join in at any time that is appropriate for you. So if you have a really busy work schedule and you think, I just don't have time to get to a studio or practice, or I live far away from you in Juno Beach, but I really want to practice with you, then you can join in, and we're accessible every day. So thank you, Mike, so much for asking that question. I appreciate it. Also, every Friday, I release a podcast, and I have a new episode coming out tomorrow that I'm so excited to release. I can't wait. It's with Magnus Alpelberg from Finland. Check it out. And also, I want to mention our Native Yoga Teacher Training Program is starting. We have a 200-hour and a 300-hour program that does begin in January. So if you have any questions or comments, email me, info@Native Yoga Center, and I will happily answer. All right. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. Thanks for signing up. All right, everybody. I'll be back next Thursday. If you have a subject that you want me to address, remember, just send me an email, ask a question. I'll make a video that's specific to your needs. I hope you enjoyed this Vin and Yin yoga practice, 20 minutes for beginners. All right. I'll see you next time. Peace.